Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Madhouse, where you are watching the Soluri No Guts, No Glory Hour. I'm Janet.
I'm Vinny.
How's everybody doing tonight?
And we're back for another weekend.
We are in the Madhouse on Friday, February 7th. Goodbye, January, like I said last week.
You know what's good about the Friday show at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock to 7 is that we get to start everybody's weekend off.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like, watch the show, we'll have a good show, and have a good weekend. So
Definitely.
And we start the weekend, and Tommy Moore starts the week, right?
That's right.
Because
That's a
he
good
comes in
combination,
Mondays.
right? That's a good combination. Well, before we get into tonight's show, and I can't wait, we have two great guests, cute, talented, I love them. I just want to tell everybody to please tune in next week, where we'll be having our Soluri Glory, No Guts, No Glory dating game.
Yeah, it's a dating game.
We didn't really title it, but
Like back in the 70s.
back in the 70s, the dating game. We have an awesome, cool bachelor and 3 hot chicks, and we're going to have fun. And I just want to say, gratuity of Ludlow's Bistro on Deer Park Avenue, 1945 Deer Park Avenue in Deer Park, who will be providing a Valentine dinner, not on Valentine's evening,
Right.
but for the lucky bachelorette. So I just want to say...
Dinner for 2.
Dinner for 2, right, the bachelor and the bachelorette.
So thanks out.
Courtesy of Brian.
Right,
at
thanks to
Ludlow's.
Brian.
Thanks, Brian.
Appreciate it.
Great food, great drinks, great atmosphere. Go check out Ludlow's. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you get a chance, go down there. 1945 Deer Park Avenue. Orange building, great food. The atmosphere is amazing. It's like a little city place, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
It's
great drinks, great cocktails. So anyway, go stop by and tell Brian that Vinny and Janet sent you.
And another thing before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Rodney Foster, who's in town right now, and to the whole Foster family. My condolences, Janet's condolences go out to you. Sister Reedy, I love you to death, and you know, we're really sad for your loss, Foster family. But we're meeting at the Bulldog tonight, so if you get a chance after the show, come on down to the Bulldog. Me and Rodney will be hanging there.
Good, sounds good.
Yeah.
So anyway, tonight, let's get to it, because we have 2 really incredible, fun guys tonight.
Yeah, they're fun.
I want to introduce you to B3, whose members are Dylan Barone.
That's
and
me.
his brother Justin Barone. Hi, guys.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How you guys doing
and
tonight?
It's the B3 because it's the Barone
Barone
Brothers Band.
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to go with B cubed because I really like math and exponents, but my dad wasn't into it. He thought it was kind of a silly idea, so we'll B3 instead.
Yeah, I'm
Math.
a dad, so yeah.
Math. Yeah.
Dad's a Barone. He's the, you
Yeah,
know,
no.
we like to push our names.
Yeah,
out
we
there.
don't let him make decisions.
It's the old Guinea way. We like to push our names out
Yeah.
there.
And a great
And
name
everything
it
else,
is.
too.
Yeah, Italian names are fun names, man.
Well, most
they're pretty
Italian
good.
names, we kind of got stuck with Barone, which actually, the etymology of which, it means baron, which is, yeah, it means
Can
we
I
got
tell
lots
you
of money
that?
in the land.
Yeah,
But we
powerful.
don't.
Yeah, we
We don't
don't
have any
really.
of that.
We have none of it.
My last name, Soluri, means light from the sun.
Wow, that's a way cooler last name.
Like
That's
solar,
metal.
you know?
Thanks, Dad, for the super cool last name.
And my maiden name was Spallone, like Sylvester, but with a P. That's how I always say it, which is just a cool Italian name anyway.
Almost
but,
as cool.
But anyway, and this show, it's
What
all,
does Spallone mean?
it means one cool chick.
It's good enough for me.
It means jacuzzi all by itself.
There you go.
Spallone.
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Where's the box?
No, no.
So let's start off with this. How old are you guys?
I am 19 years old.
Okay.
I'm 22,
22.
turning 23 eventually.
So let me
Congratulations.
ask you, Justin, how long you known Dylan?
Oh, well, I guess the math would dictate 19 years, approximately.
Okay. All right.
About
About 19 years of wonderful memories with this little guy right here.
wonderful.
You guys are great. We found you. I know that the show is about you guys tonight, obviously, but we did find you through somebody who I happen to adore, and so does Vinny, your dad.
Oh.
Mike
Round of
Barone,
applause for Mike.
We
Barone.
also adore that guy.
who is
Kinda.
the incredibly talented and funny drummer of the band, the Rockin' 45s, Matt, Mikey, and Bill. But so come to find out that he raised two fabulous musicians, and I love youth and music, so I'm thrilled to have you guys here today.
We are
Really,
excited
really
to be
thrilled.
here. I'm very excited, actually.
And met you briefly at the Nutty Irishman.
Yep, I
one
helped
night,
you guys rip up tickets.
That's
some
right.
sort of tickets. Yep.
Collected with me.
but never really had the opportunity to really know you in that short time. It was loud. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's not a place to really get to know somebody. So first time meeting these guys was tonight, and I have to tell you, you walked in, it was like whoosh, like a storm coming in, and I'm like, you're just like your dad.
Storm
with the
of
personality.
I'm sure it helps that we got here on time.
Charisma all the way. You guys
All
are
time is good.
so funny, and then we got to hear you warm up with the sound check. So
Which I got to tell you, sound amazing.
yeah,
Thank you guys.
We're gonna
I mean,
get to that.
I just, it's amazing. The two young men, the sound you guys put out is amazing. Your
Thank
voices
you.
are great. The music is great.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Very
guys.
much enjoyed it.
We will
Can't
humbly
wait
accept.
for everybody else to hear it.
Got a pretty awesome set list for
Yeah.
you guys coming up. So.
Yeah.
Great,
some,
great.
Some old stuff, some new stuff, a little bit of
Yeah, we're
everything.
going to talk for a little while. They're going to play for about 20 minutes at the end of the show.
yeah,
and
definitely. So I mean,
enjoy it.
I could ask you, how did you start musically? But I know it was in your home.
Oh, yeah.
You know, since you were born, basically.
From the
always been
time I
around.
was very little, my father used to lull me to sleep by sitting my little baby self on top of a piano,
Right.
this little grand piano that we had, and then he'd just play and sing until I fell asleep, and that's where it started.
And that's beautiful.
So how old were you guys when you started playing?
Well, I started playing bass, actually. It was my first instrument, I believe, when I was 11. And started going to lessons, and then my bass teacher told me that I had perfect pitch. So I moved over to piano, and then in 9th grade, I started doing the musicals, and that's where I finally got the courage to sing in front of large groups of people, and
Yeah,
ever since then.
which is tough at first, but then once you get it, when you have, I think when you have that talent within, you know, and you're young, it makes you nervous in the beginning, and then once you get up there and you get the bug,
Oh, yeah.
and you get past all that feeling of the jitters,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
then it just
It's the
flows
first,
out.
the first round of applause.
Right,
I
and
haven't
it-
stopped singing since.
Yeah.
It's nice.
And
right?
what
Yeah.
shows did you do? in school?
9th grade, we did Footloose. Then in 10th grade, I got my first lead in Grease. I was
Okay.
Teen Angel and one of the T-Birds.
Uh-huh.
The next year, we did The Wedding Singer, which was awesome. And then my senior year, we did All Shook Up. The entire soundtrack is Elvis music, and I got to play Elvis, the lead character.
Nice.
So much fun.
And what school was that?
That was Center Moriches.
Center Moriches.
Moriches.
Okay, that's fantastic.
Awesome.
Great. So you've been playing ever since. So you also play.
Piano, I mean, I more like dabble, but I play piano, I sing, can kind of play some chords on the guitar, and the bass.
From what I've heard through the grapevine is that you can play anything, any instrument, and you play
I can
many.
try,
so
definitely.
Your modesty
Yep,
is humble.
absolutely. If it makes music, it's for me.
There
Good.
you go. And
Good.
what about you, Justin? When did you start playing?
I was probably about 14 years old, 9th grade. And I started out taking guitar lessons. You know, I was living in Miller Place at the time. I went to Sound Beach Music for lessons.
Oh,
Pretty
yeah,
good place.
yeah,
I
my
learned
kids-
some good stuff there. And then I was trying to join a band because I had all these delusions of grandeur and rock stardom and whatnot. And I had a bunch of friends, like my best high school friends were like, they had a band, and I was like, yo, let me be your guitar player, and they didn't need a guitar player, they needed a drummer. So I was like, Dad, teach me how to play drums. He gave me one lesson, and we set up drums in the basement. I played for a week, and then we had our first practice. So I learned drums and percussion specifically
1 week.
to play in a band, and I learned while I was playing, and I like came up with my friends learning how to play music that way. And I play drums, mostly kit drums, but I have this awesome little sit drum, this cajon thing that is such a cool rhythmic
I
instrument.
know that's definitely cool.
And I dabble in guitar a little bit, and I sing with my brother, obviously. I'm not quite as multi-talented as him, but not all of us can be.
Your foot plays the tambourine.
Yeah, my foot plays the tambourine.
You're very talented. And, you know, harmonies within a family always blend the nicest, and you guys really do sound.
We both have very warm middle voices, so it
Amazing.
comes across
Yeah, you
well
guys
in our
sound good.
harmonies.
Sound good. And nice guys. That should be proud. I'm sure he is.
Love you guys,
You know?
definitely. So your first band, what kind of music was it? Classic rock?
It started as actually ska punk music,
Oh,
like
okay. Oh,
with
ska.
horn sections and upbeat, like, and then it kind of evolved into more like pop punk and then regular punk, and then I quit that band to join a band called Score 24. They're based out in Seaford, and they like did some touring around the country and whatnot. So I toured with them for a little while. That was pretty cool. I actually got to see some cool stuff. I got to go down to South by Southwest in Texas, which is an awesome music festival. Absolutely fantastic. And I got to play at Six Flags. And the coolest thing about that is that when we were playing, we got to play 3 sets that day, and then we just got to ride all the rides for free all day. Cut to the
Nice,
front
free
of
pass.
cut to the front of every line, just right to the front, ride it as many times as you want, just come back here and play your drums. I was like,
Was that your pay?
yeah,
That's
that was it was a phenomenal pay.
I'm saying I'll play an instrument for that.
And
Yeah,
how
right?
old were you at that time?
I was 19 the
Yeah,
first
so
time
that's
I
pretty
went
cool
out with
because
them.
I'm
Yeah.
sure people within the park saw you earlier.
Yeah, we played like
notoriety within?
once in the morning, once in the afternoon, and then once right before we left. So
Was it
we,
a big crowd?
yeah, but a couple times we had some big crowds come out because like they were just free to walk around, and there was a
Yeah.
stage in the middle of the park, and as they were walking past, obviously the sound projects, they can hear it and come see, and you know they liked it, and I had fun doing it.
Then
so
the
I
group starts building up.
Yep.
It gets bigger and bigger.
yep.
Only if you're good.
yeah, only
If you're no good.
only if you're good.
People just keep passing by. You know?
I understand. We made it work. We like to have fun on stage, both me, myself, and us as a group. So it comes across when we're playing and people want to watch, I guess. I don't know.
So the coming together of you two brothers, had that all come about?
It's really hard to find a reliable musician, and I'm with them every day. So
We live together, so it's easy to practice.
Exactly.
I can't make practice. You're lying.
You're sitting in the bathroom, so
There goes that excuse. Yeah, I got to go to the doctor's. Yeah, my car won't start. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know what? He'll be screaming excuses from the room over, and I can just I can just go over there and say, no, we're practicing right now. We're practicing. Get up.
Who's more pushy on the practice?
Oh, me, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yep.
I'm just kind of like, listen,
Really?
we're going to wing it. We're going to do okay. It's going to be fine. He's like, we got to practice. We got to practice. We got to practice.
Got to be top notch.
Yeah, it comes to,
Always.
it meets in the middle somewhere, though. And it
Never be
usually
good
ends up-
enough.
But then when
right?
Justin gives the look like, all right, enough's enough.
Yeah. There's one usually
All
when I
right, we'll
don't
practice later.
Yep.
usually when I don't want to listen to him complain anymore. It's like,
Yeah, 'cause Justin's not a little guy, you know.
Oh, no, I could take him, though.
All right.
listen, on my best day, I'm 5'7". I'm not a big guy by any stretch.
I mean, this way.
No, well, that's genetics. There's nothing to do with me. You can thank my dad for that one.
Yeah, we know that. Mike in the back, Mr. Mike Barone,
He's off camera doing his thing right
Yeah.
now.
small but mighty, definitely. Do you write? You also write your own stuff?
Yes, we do. We actually are playing an original for you guys tonight.
The first one we've ever unveiled for any public
Oh, really?
consumption. So this is a big moment.
Do you write together? I mean, the.
We've dabbled so far because. Oh, do you want to answer this question?
I
'Cause,
mean,
you know, he got mad at me for not contributing more during the writing process.
my dad actually, he had told me that you guys asked if we had any originals, and we had just put this group together, so I didn't have anything with us together. And I started freaking out because I was like, I need to get them originals. I want people to hear them on the air. I want people to be able to watch. And I was freaking out, and I would be like, Justin, come on. Help me write these originals. Come on. I really need help. And he would just kind of sit there and be like, nah, it's all good, man. It'll be
My car won't
okay.
start. I'm at the doctor's.
Exactly. Justin, you're in your room. You're not even in your car.
Funny side fact, our car actually didn't start today. So that was a legitimate excuse.
And actually, Vinny had a flat tire this morning, too.
Yes, I
It's a
did.
day of car mayhem.
We
on
made it
12
here,
Work,
though.
So it was
We
good.
made
We
it.
walked actually with
So-
the guitars on our.
And then I fell in a mud puddle helping some.
Yeah, coming to the aid of some elderly man. Yeah.
Getting stuck and I'm pushing him. And as soon as I get him out, he hits the gas and boom, I land in the puddle.
But you did a good deed.
Yeah.
So. Always do good deeds.
I'll take a
Important.
puddle for an elderly man, no problem.
So lyrically,
Makes one of
getting back
us.
to it, are you write most of the lyrics? And
As of right now, I mean, for this one, yeah, I wrote the lyrics for this.
What's the name of the song?
It actually doesn't have a name. I finished it.
We'll name it on air right now if you
so
want.
you know what? Maybe people could message in a name for the song.
what?
You know,
That is
Absolutely.
Hey,
We-
go to
That's-
go
Any
to
suggestions, guys?
Listen,
Come
yeah,
on.
Go to
listen
the-
to the lyrics. Just take it. Do
Yes.
whatever you're gonna do with it.
go to the Soluri No Guts No Glory page, and when they do the original, I want get names.
Yeah,
Send us some
definitely.
names, man.
Definitely
That's
on the
just
Sol-
some names. Maybe
yeah.
we'll come up with something good for it.
We'll pick the.
actually, let's do that. Don't name that song
Okay.
until we get some
We'll get some
interaction.
feedback.
All
Let's see
right.
what
And
people say,
feedback,
you know?
and we'll see, and then we'll figure out a name. 4 of us collaboratively, we'll put our heads together and
I'm glad
figure
you
out
said
which
that.
one.
I couldn't get that one
which
out.
one we like the best.
Collaboratively.
Good job.
I
have
finished.
I have a hard time getting words out.
I didn't even finish the song until 20 minutes before we left to come here. So that's why it doesn't have a name.
That's impressive, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Well, I think we're going to take a quick commercial break,
That's okay.
and then we'll come back because there's a lot of things I still want to know about you guys that we want to share with you guys. So stay tuned, stick around, we'll be back.
Keep watching.
YesWeCare.net is a 501c3 charity that provides help to veterans and their families. Please visit YesWeCare.net and donate in any way you can by purchasing our beautiful frame prints or relaxation CDs and DVDs, even smooth jazz CDs. YesWeCare.net. Remember, our troops are on their way home. They need all the support they can get. YesWeCare.net.
Stop the truck! Stop the truck! Thank you.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
And we're back.
And we're back. So we had
Having fun at the Madhouse.
yeah, we had you guys are
With
funny.
B3.
Let me tell you something. Stuff just flows out of these guys. You're funny. You're really funny. But we
I think we're overbearing and annoying, so it makes two
yeah,
of
listen,
us.
I agree.
I've only been with you for half an hour, so if you stick around a little longer, I might feel the same way.
We'll do it in small doses. I'll come back in a week.
Yeah. But you brought some pictures.
Yeah.
So we're going to put them up, and I just want you to narrate what they are. I don't know. Did you guys put them together?
Yeah, it was a conglomerate effort of us and our dad.
Very good.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's go to the pictures and
You wanna
can give
take
it
turns?
some errata.
Sure.
All right. Can you see?
This is us in our living room, sitting there. My dad took those pictures.
We're just kind of jamming.
Yep. I actually, pretty cool story about this, and I got actually something to say after this. That is me filling in for the Rockin' 45's bassist. I did a couple songs. I came down.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, so.
Bill,
You
okay,
guys
yeah.
have opened up for them too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we opened up for them at the Sunset Grill. I want to say a couple weeks ago. I really don't remember how long it was ago.
Awesome.
Yeah, they're a fun band.
Oh, they're so much fun.
Yeah.
They play for 4 hours straight. I have no clue how they could do it.
And that's you
See,
guys
yeah,
again?
this is just more of us jamming in the living room.
Okay.
Now we're jamming in the
Yep.
kitchen.
No,
We're
we're
jamming.
commiserating with our instruments.
How about jamming in the bathroom?
Oh, that's
Jam it-
Sunset Grill.
That's
That's
when we
Sunset
open for the
Grill.
And
45s.
Sunset Grill, that's the one over in Seaford on Sunrise
Yep.
Highway, right?
Yep.
Yeah. We've been there to see the Rockin' 45s. That's a fun place.
That's him being hip.
Yeah, me past summer.
That's our first show together. We played at Crazy Beans in Miller Place. It's like a coffee
I
house.
know where it is. Great food.
Yeah, really nice food, really nice atmosphere. And we just all kind of sat around with our friends and we played music, and it was awesome.
Yeah, if you guys get a chance, go down to Crazy Beans. It's a pretty cool
Oh,
place.
it's a great place.
Beans.
Yeah, 25A Miller Place.
That is us jamming in our old basement when we first got a rehearsal room, and it was one of the coolest things that our dad has ever done for us. So props to you for that,
Yeah.
Dad.
Once again, round of applause for Mike Barone.
Absolutely. A lot of
That's
stuff
us
down.
jamming.
Yep. What am I, like 16?
I don't know. I thought it was
Oh.
Justin Bieber.
And this is
That's us and our stepsister Ariana at actually, hi Ari, how you doing? We were out to dinner at Applebee's and our dad took that picture. We're just kind of chilling, just eating food. You know how it is.
More of us hanging
Yep.
out. We're always hanging out.
Oh.
And the baby photo.
I have no idea when that's from, but presumably I was young and
I would imagine. There he is.
big ears
Nice.
himself.
I love
Nice.
that picture. I know I saw that prior. That's cute.
And that's me, also a child, I believe, several years ago. Definitely not recently.
This is actually a picture from us when we
It's Ariana again.
we attended the Walk for a Cure.
Yeah, Relay for Life. Relay for
Relay
Life.
for
That's
Life.
it.
Okay.
That's us in that same basement. Look at how ridiculous looking my hair is.
Oh, that's adorable.
It's adorable.
Adorable. That's really cute. Nice
cute
little-
pictures.
Adorably
Nice.
scruffy.
Hope
but-
nobody.
Absolutely.
That was back in the day.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
back in the day.
It was
a
last
long time
week.
ago.
That was last week.
Oh, okay.
Listen, it could have been 2 weeks ago.
Well, it
You
goes
don't know.
fast, trust me.
It does. Yeah. So what are your other interests in addition to music? I know you spend all your time probably.
Nothing.
Yeah, see,
Nothing
honestly,
at
I
all.
couldn't tell you.
I don't eat. I don't watch TV. I
eat
just,
pizza.
just
We
pizza.
just talked on the break how much you guys love pizza.
I
You're gonna
sustain
write a song
myself
about pizza.
entirely on pizza,
Yeah.
actually.
Someone had asked me actually a couple days ago, what can you talk about for hours other than music? And I didn't have an answer for them. That's-
First time you ever shut up.
Yeah, first time, man.
I actually do have another interest. It's physics, and eventually I'm going back to school for physics. I really like science and astronomy a whole lot. Let's see if I can think of a cool fact off the top of my head. Oh, light travels approximately the speed of 186,000 miles per second. That's a space fact. That is a constant speed. It never changes, at least according to conventional physics. And you can Google that.
That
So
is
there we go.
crazy.
Right?
186,000
1,000 miles per second. Yeah.
That's unfathomable. I can't.
It takes the light from the sun, actually, another cool fact, it takes the light from the sun thousands of years to get out from the core, but because it's so dense and so gravitationally, strong, but once it's out, it gets to Earth in 8 minutes from the sun, which is, it's like millions of miles away. It's a long way away. And so, yeah, that's some science for you. I got more. I got so much more of that. When I used
Yeah,
to work.
let's save.
Yeah, no. When I used to work at Dunkin' Donuts, I used to put out a tip jar that said, "Tip me, and I'll tell you an awesome fact about the universe." I got like $40 in tips one night
That's
just telling
great.
people space facts. It
And
was awesome.
I'm willing to bet that you passed your physics.
No,
classes.
I
No, don't
never.
tell me no.
I never took physics in high school. I didn't find out I liked physics until after I had, stumbled into a horribly dark depression, started watching the Science Channel, and realized that science is freaking awesome.
Yeah,
You might
it
try
really
that
is.
tip jar at like a Star Trek convention.
They're
No,
gonna
they
be like-
already know all the facts.
They were like, no, that's not true. Photon cannons so can exist. And they fit. That's okay. So it's a flashlight. Just so you know, a photon cannon is just a flashlight. Photons are light particles. So you turn on a flashlight, you're in Star Trek. You have a photon cannon.
So where would you take your physics to? Like, say you pursue this, and what would you do for a career?
I want to be a
Physics
professor.
degree.
I want to be a teacher. I don't know, maybe a high school teacher, a college professor. It depends. When I get there, I'm still kind of a ways away to be even thinking about it. But I want to go back to college and eventually teach people, because teachers are probably the most important thing that we have going for us.
Good teachers,
Yes,
especially. Yeah.
good,
We have good teachers.
passionate teachers.
My daughter, her son, they teach. They're both
Yeah.
teachers.
Yeah.
That's a good. What do they teach?
No, well, my daughter teaches 3rd grade. And
Special ed,
is-
yeah, and my son is a phys ed teacher.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, you definitely need a lot more good teachers.
Yeah, well,
in
you
the
definitely
world.
have the personality to keep. I think the problem with teaching sometimes is I think if a teacher's not dynamic, to keep the interest,
interest,
of
yeah.
the students, you lose them.
So you mean
I
just
get
like a
bored real
little-
easy
You would
and-
definitely
and
be an interesting
you would
A
be-
little
you'd be-
borderline crazy is what you need in a teacher for
Exactly.
them
You're
to
an
be
interesting
good.
drummer. You're not my.
But
you're
the
an
crazy
interesting musician.
the crazy teachers really are always the ones
I
that
love- that's
people
the ones
love
I
to
remember
be
the most.
in their presence. Yeah, definitely. And you probably would have a great way of teaching too. So
Well, we'll see when I get there. I'll be
then-
teaching your kids one day. Just you watch.
God
have
forbid.
have you guys gigged yet together, or are you just getting on the way and just?
Yeah, well, we've done a couple
Other than the
gigs.
grill.
Other than the grill, yeah, we've done that one Crazy Bean show, and this is actually our 3rd performance together. So,
Awesome.
yeah,
Third
so
time's
you,
a
so
charm.
you kind of knew it this
And you
time.
got,
I mean, it's
you got a repertoire of music, right?
yeah.
You guys.
We can play any song ever that anyone has ever written.
That's
Just give it to us and give us 20 minutes, and we got it.
right. Well, yeah, you're so talented. Well, we have gigs we can definitely line up for you guys. You're
Well,
great.
we
And I
will
know there's
take them all.
people watching
Every-
tonight. Sweet 16 parties. I mean, because your girls would love these guys. They're just great. They're just great.
Plus, it's a lot of fun, you know.
Oh,
Everybody
yeah.
wants to dance at the party.
Oh, and Sweet 16 food.
Food
Out
is
of this
what-
world.
You know, I'm surprised I didn't think of that.
So, Dylan, what do you want to do with your future? I mean, I know you guys would love it if you pursued music and it went great. And you were
Well,
able to
when I was really
flourish with
young,
that.
I went up to my dad one time and I said, "Daddy, when I grow up, I want to be a musician." He said, "You can't do both of those." But really, I do.
Well,
I
that's-
just,
yeah, that's
I don't care what I do. I don't.
That sounds like your dad.
Yep, absolutely.
You got
'Cause
that
I've
right,
seen your
man.
dad. He plays the drums sometimes, and I watch him. He puts his feet up and he's playing
He's like
the drums.
this. He's flipping
Oh, yeah, he's
his
a little kid.
hat.
Oh.
Yeah,
Puts
he's
his cymbals on his head and he wears them like a hat. That's a cool
amazing.
They're wrapping
He's-
up, and he's walking around playing the bass drum.
Yeah, I tell you what, lots of fun. And I'm really not kidding. You totally have his personality.
Us Barones
Totally.
are kind of
You're blessed.
entertainers. Even if we have no other marketable skills, we can always get a crowd of people to laugh at us, and that's the
Good.
important thing.
And always
That's
put
good.
that tip jar out.
Yep,
That's what
always.
happens. Definitely.
They
So,
put tip jars everywhere, right? I want to put one
Definitely.
here on the show.
Just get random people at the
Right on
door.
this right now.
but I'm sorry, I really didn't actually let you finish that answer about where you'd go. With
I
your
mean,
future.
9 to 5, Monday through Friday, I'll work a job, and on the weekends, I want to be on stage. If it can't be I'm on stage all the time, I will always be on stage in some way.
Good.
At Burger King during the day.
Yeah,
musician at night.
exactly.
And acting? I mean, do you want to? I mean, you did all those shows, and those are all great shows that you mentioned. I'm sure
Yeah.
you were great in them.
I love theater. It's actually probably the only thing that made me realize how much I love being on stage and being in front of people and performing. It's just very time consuming, and right now I'm trying to focus on this, so it's hard to be in a show while you're trying to do other things. So much work goes into a show.
Right. My sister-in-law's always in shows. She's amazing.
Yeah, my sister.
Honey, give you a shout out. Hey, sweetheart.
Yeah, she's booked. They're coming on March
7th.
7th. Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming
And
on
they're
the
going to
7th.
do
I'll be watching.
Yeah,
some excerpts from
they
a
did
play she's
2
doing
weeks
now,
ago.
yeah.
It was hysterical.
Hysterical.
I've never laughed so much in my life, I swear. Just one play.
Yeah, music. She does mostly musical theater, but this one happened to be a comedy, and it was really, really great. But would you do other stuff besides musicals?
Absolutely.
straight
Acting in general
comedy?
is just
Yeah.
so much fun. It's you don't really realize like what kind of a feeling it is until you actually do it. You get to for hours in front of so many people just be somebody that's not you. You get to take on a completely different persona and just make this character and make people believe that's who you truly are. Like I would zone out on stage and just come back into like I guess reality after the lights went down and be like, whoa, I totally didn't even realize
Who
that
was
all
I?
that just happened. Yeah. So it's really cool.
I was Elvis.
Yeah, exactly. I
God.
was Elvis while I was in that musical.
That's great. I wish we had pictures of that tonight. That would have been great.
There's some out there on my Facebook.
Okay. I wish we
How
would
do we
have had
reach
some
you?
of those.
Tell 'em
You
how
can
to
reach
find
us, everybody. My brother and I both have Twitters. You can find us on Facebook. I have a YouTube channel. If you search Dylan Barone, it will come up. I've got a bunch of covers on there. There's going to be originals. Eventually, it's going to be both of us on that YouTube channel. So please, look for us on the internet.
Feel free
We're
to
easy to
seek
find.
us out.
Yeah, get on there, Facebook and friend them, Twitter them, follow them.
You could always use more friends.
Yeah, I was
Good
going to
thing.
say that. If there's one thing I need, it's more friends. So please come, all of you.
First friend would be nice.
And Vinny's going to book them some gigs, which we will absolutely post on our wall and keep it
Yeah.
current and updated so everybody knows it. Come out and see these guys because, even in between sets, they're entertaining just to sit and chat with. I mean, they're so much fun. And like I said, I know where you get it from. Wow. The old park. So where are you guys going after this? Are you going to, I know your dad has a gig.
You mean immediately after this?
Immediately after this. And I don't mean to the bathroom once.
Dad has a gig where?
Dad has
E.B.
a gig
Elliott's?
at E.B. Elliott's
E.B.
down on the
Elliott's?
Nautical Mile in Freeport.
Freeport.
Yep.
Yeah, everybody get out there tonight if you can.
Well-
They're rocking 45s. They're great. I know we weren't going to mention your dad's stuff tonight, but I can't let the show go by without mentioning
Come on,
it.
rockin'
Yeah,
45.
We love
rock-
them.
Yeah, we love them.
Yeah.
They all rock in excess of the age of 45.
Hey,
45,
hey.
or I'm just kidding.
I don't think that's where that is.
I know.
They're under
It's
that.
actually got to do with, what is it, 45's like records?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
record.
Yeah.
You don't even know what those are. What are those like?
That's
I have a record player, but I bought it well after CDs
Whoa,
were
one
big.
record player.
Well, you have a
You only need
Victrola.
one.
Yeah. So if you had
It's like, what's a
Tommy's in the back,
Victrola?
like-
Tommy's cranking his up. The
Actually,
Victrola.
George Fenton has one of those. And we saw it, and it's in working order, and it's beautiful. It's amazing. I'll start with you, Dylan. If you could play with anybody on stage, anybody in the whole world, or perform with, whether it be acting or pick one and tell me who.
My
it would be.
favorite band, I actually just saw them this past Tuesday, Panic at the Disco.
Okay.
Their lead singer, Brendan Urie. I've never seen anyone put on a show like this guy. And if I
Really?
could even just share a stage with him, my life would be complete. I could die right there. Right after
Now,
that.
you know what? Never say never, because
Exactly, right? I'm striving.
shoot for the top, baby. And Justin.
Oh, it's my turn now. Okay.
You can see
Probably, if I had to really, really put some
Einstein.
thought into it, yeah, I'd like to share a classroom with Einstein. Also, I would like to share a stage with Paramore so that after the show I could take Haley Williams out on a date. Haley, if you see this, let's just get in touch with me. We'd go out for like pizza or bowling or
Pizza,
laser
yeah.
tag or all of the above. I'm a fun-loving guy. Please reach out to me.
How could you pass a pizza, laser tag?
Right?
Come on.
Listen,
Right?
she has an amazing voice.
I know. It's not
Oh.
even cool.
Nobody sings like her.
Unbelievable, unbelievable,
Very
absolutely.
powerful, which is also.
Oh,
Super rock and roll. Absolutely.
definitely amazing. You know, there's so much amazing talent, but she's definitely in the category of one. I think one of the best female.
Definitely
artists
one of the
with
best out there right
strongest,
now.
Biggest range. You know, she's incredible.
Her too, even as a front man or a front woman, I guess you could call it, puts on such an amazing
Yeah,
show.
she's
Just really knows how to
beautiful.
involve the
Definitely a
crowd.
front woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Front person.
we know
Front
what
person.
it
More
is.
general with it.
But we're going to take a quick commercial break again.
Because
Okay.
time's flying.
And
as it
time always
does.
flies here live in the Madhouse. So we're going to take a quick break. Stay with us. We'll be back.
For professional motorcycle transport and towing, think Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing. Proudly serving all of Long Island, we feature expert handling and 24/7 service. So send a limo for your toy with Kickstart Fabrications Motorcycle Towing.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC.
The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
Welcome to Formula Auto Wash, where every day is a great day for a car wash. Open 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Sundays 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Detailing packages for every budget, starting out at $29.99. 100% hand wash and detail centre. Hogshair and microfiber brushes and mitts. Proudly using Ecolab Blue Coral soaps and waxes. Formula Auto Wash has served the community for Ladies' Day Wednesday, $3 off any wash. Early bird discount Monday through Thursday till 9:30 a.m. Check out our website.
And we're back.
We are back. We have a subject we're going to speak about now, which I was a little apprehensive to speak about because when somebody asked me earlier today who was going to be on the show, and I gave them a little background on you guys, it choked me up. It's probably going to choke me up now. I'm going to try to get through this, but anybody that truly knows me knows when it's an emotional thing, it flows out of me, and sometimes I can't control it. But your mom is an inspiration to you guys, and I know she's no longer with you. Right, so I don't know. I know she was sick for a long time. I don't know if you guys, you're okay speaking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. It doesn't bother us.
Okay. First of all, her name.
Jennifer.
Jennifer,
yes.
beautiful Jennifer. Okay.
Do you want me to just go with it?
Yeah, you can go with it. Yeah.
When I was 14, my brother was 11. It was probably around Thanksgiving time. We were out. We were on vacation with my dad, and that side of the family, and we came back. And our mom was acting really weird, and eventually we found out she had a bunch of tumors. She had like 6 tumors in her head the first time, I think. One was like the size of a golf ball, and all the pressure in her head was making her act weird. And then over the next 6 years, she got better and worse a couple times. She had to go through a lot of chemo. It was a really stressful life to lead for a while. But as far as and she finally died. She finally passed away when I was 20. This is April 16th, 2011, that she passed away. He was 16. I was 20. I had just turned 20, actually, because my birthday's in June.
But she was sick for a long time.
Yeah, and...
About 7 years, your dad said?
6 years.
6 years.
6 years,
Yep.
and it was hard to grow up like that, but at the same time, the musician, at least, in my experience, the musician is kind of always a pain person. They always have at least a little bit of pain to channel into their music, a tortured soul, so to speak. So this is where I get my pain from, and I'm, I guess, grateful that it doesn't have to be anything worse than that.
Well, good job to Pops for bringing you guys.
Yeah, right?
Well, you know what?
Props to Dad.
And I keep saying that, you have so much of your dad in you, your personality. I didn't have the pleasure to know your mom. I'm not going to be able to talk.
She was a party animal. She liked to have fun, let's put it that way.
And she would have loved this entire music.
Oh,
yeah, and
well, she's loving it now.
Certain there's so much of her in you guys, so job well done, Jennifer, because...
yes.
Round of applause
for you, Mom.
Yes.
But
awesome.
You guys persevered. I'm sure that was tough.
Yeah.
And
it didn't happen overnight.
It made you stronger.
Yes,
right.
Any songs in the future written?
Oh, a
Mom?
myriad of them.
Probably about
maybe
half.
a song named Jennifer, because I think that's such a beautiful name, too.
I've wrote a bunch about her, just not any that we're going to perform tonight.
None
Some that you will see.
It's a good thing, because I don't think I can take it. I'm a big mush. But, well, she did a great job. Your parents together both did a great job.
Good guys.
And I hope, she comes out in your future stuff, some of the stuff you do.
She will.
Yeah, definitely. I would love for you to write a
It's
song
guaranteed.
called Jennifer, because I think that's such a pretty name for a song.
It is, yeah.
Right? I don't think there's one that exists that I know of, so let's do that. Let's
It would be the first Jennifer. It'll be the first song Jennifer.
There have been a
Definitely.
lot of Jennifers on the earth in the
And
last
where you guys live now?
Rockville Center.
You still with Dad? or-
Yeah,
Yep.
we've lived a lot of places on the island, mostly out east in Suffolk County, but just recently my dad got a new job, so we moved out to a really, really nice complex in Rockville Center, and adjusting to Western style Long
Yeah,
Island life
definitely,
has
right.
been
But
weird.
it's so
And the
nice
South Shore,
out there.
too, right? The South side now, man.
Yep.
There's so many places on Long Island.
Oh, yeah.
Each of their own that are beautiful. I mean, Nassau County's beautiful.
And you never have to go more than 5 miles
Eastern
to find what you
Suffolk,
want. It's
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
There's a 7-Eleven, you throw a rock in any direction, you're going to hit the 7-Eleven.
Yeah, I know. Love it. Gotta love it. Can't imagine living it. Where were we driving? Oh, in Bohemia, and there was a stretch of road, and we said we were going to look for a house around that area.
Right.
And then Vinny said, well, there's nowhere close to just run up and grab a cup of coffee or
Absolutely.
tea. And I
Yeah,
said, oh my
need
God, gotta have a
I need a
7-Eleven.
deli by me.
That's an integral part of the
A deli and a
experience.
pizzeria, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, we have them right on our block.
Right.
too.
Well, listen, we're going to have to take another break.
Very
we can
quick, so we
set
can
you
set you
guys
guys
up.
up, yeah.
And you're gonna play some songs for the audience.
Sounds okay to me.
So I want everybody just bear with us. Sorry about the commercial thing that came up so quick, but you're gonna get a treat with these guys, man.
Yeah,
Stick
they're
around,
great.
listen to them. They're fabulous.
We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidiscipline practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
Dad, where do babies come from?
Well, there's Dad's big, shiny rocket ship. That's right, it's filled with babies of all kinds. And when the shiny rocket ship penetrates, Mommy and Dad goes, and when the time is just right, there's a space launch.
All systems go.
Babies of all kinds, released all over the place. Yeah, Africa. Well, Mommy's Babylandia. That's right, it's filled with babies. After an amazing 9 months, babies. And that, son, is where babies come from.
But Jake said babies come from
Planet Babylandia.
You go, play with us on the bus.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town.
Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware.
We have 3 of the largest showrooms of safes on display and in stock. You can see and touch them in person instead of browsing a catalog. We carry gun and rifle safes, burglary safes, jewelry safes, fire rated from a half hour to 2 hour. Famous name brands.
We sell Gardol.
We sell AMSAC. The new AMSAC touchscreen.
If you're ever in need of a safe, think Brooklyn's best locksmith and hardware. Right, Lockie?
That's right, Alan.
This is Beth.
Hi.
Oh, congratulations. When are you due?
I'm not pregnant.
Oh, look at that. Excuse me.
We are back. Thanks for sticking around. Want to introduce once again Dylan and Justin Barone, B3, the Barone Brothers Band. Yeah.
Woo, us. Yeah. So we're like ready whenever now?
Kick it off for us, Justin.
Okay.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Want you to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Want you to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh Lord, through the revolution, feed the babies that ain't got enough to eat. Shoe the children with no shoes on feet. How's the people living on the street? Oh Lord, there's a solution. Want you to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Want you to fly like an eagle to the free. Oh Lord, through the revolution. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Time keeps on slipping, slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the future. Want you to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh Lord, through the revolution. Want you to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. Want you to fly like an eagle till I'm free. Oh Lord, through the revolution. Do-do-do-do.
All right, this next one is a Panic at the Disco song, and Dylan actually just saw them, so this is very inspired performance. Ready?
Yep. Let's do it.
I think you get to count.
1, 2, 3, 4. Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as lovers can, you know. Now we're feeling so good, we're picking up things we shouldn't read. It looks like the end of history as we know. Just the end of the world. Back to the street where we began, feeling as good as love. You could, you can. Into a place where thoughts can bloom. Into a room where it's 9 in the afternoon. And you know what it could be. Hey! And I know that you feel it too. 'Cause it's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You could, 'cause you can't, so you do. We're feeling so good, just the way that we do. When it's 9 in the afternoon. Your eyes are the size of the moon. You could, 'cause you can't, so you do. And we're feeling so good. Back to the street, down to our feet, losing the feeling you need. Do you know what I mean? Back to the place where we used to say, man, if original that we wrote for you, for everybody in the audience. Oh, no, wait. Not the song. We're doing Haley's song by Eminem. Okay.
Yep.
Check it. Some days I sit staring out the window, watching this world pass me by. Some days I think there's nothing to live for. I almost break down and cry. I act like shit don't faze me. Inside it drives me crazy. My insecurities could eat me alive. But then I see my baby. Suddenly I'm not crazy. It all makes sense when I look into your eyes. Sometimes it feels like the world's on my shoulders. Everyone's leaning on me. Sometimes it feels like the world's almost over. But then she comes back to me. My baby girl keeps getting older. I watch her grow up with pride. People make jokes 'cause they don't understand me. They just don't see my real side. I act like shit don't faze me. Inside it drives me crazy. My insecurities could eat me alive. But when I see my baby, suddenly I'm not crazy. It all makes sense when I look into her eyes. Sometimes it feels like the world's on my shoulders. Everyone's leaning on me. Sometimes it feels like the world's almost over. Let's do it. And if I could sing, I'd keep singing this song to my daughter. If I could hit the notes, I'd blow something as long as my father, to show her how I feel about her. How proud I am that I got her, but daddy, I'm so glad that her mom didn't abort her. Now you probably get this picture from my public persona, that I'm a pistol packing drug addict who bags on his mama. But I wanna just take this time out to be perfectly honest, 'cause there's a lot of shit that I keep bottled. It hurts deep inside of my soul, and just know that I grow colder the older I grow. This boulder on my shoulder gets heavy and harder to hold. This load feels like the weight of the world, and I think my neck is breaking. Should I just give up or try to live up to these expectations? Now look, I love my daughter more than life in itself, but I got a wife that's determined to make my life live in hell. But I handle it well, given the circumstances I'm dealt. So many chances, man, it's too bad, could have had someone else. Years that I've wasted is nothing to the tears that I've tasted. So here's what I'm facing: 6 years of probation. I've been to jail for this woman, been to bat for this woman, taking bats to people's backs, been over backwards for this woman. Man, I should have seen it coming. Would've stick my penis up in, would've ripped the prenup up if I'd have seen what she was fucking. But fuck it, it's over. There ain't no reason to cry no more. I got my baby, the only lady I adore, Haley. So sayonara, try tomorrow, nice to know ya. My baby travels back to the arms of a rightful owner, and suddenly feels like my shoulder blades are just shifting. Like the greatest gift you can give, the weight has been lifted. And hey, now it don't feel like the world's on my shoulders. Everyone's leaning on me. My baby knows that her daddy's a soldier. Nothing can take her from me. Baby's a soldier.
All right, that's fine. How many more do we have?
Thank you. Original. Okay, here we go. Yes, this is the one you're gonna name. So listen to the lyrics. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. you're treading water, but really I'm just sinking faster. It seems that things are never what they seem, and on my way to you I found that you had swam for safer ground. You want the honest truth, I didn't really think this through, and in all honesty I thought you knew. You say you're better off alone. Get used to drinking on your own. No use in sitting by the phone. Sentence yourself to every night you stumble home. What do you do to me? I've been hanging on so long that now you're used to me. Baby, I'll let go the second that you fail to see. So don't expect me back that easily. And baby, ain't it funny? Don't you think it's funny? Woo! Although my head's above the water, I used to stand so much taller. So it's sink or swim or maybe even drown. Now I'm always drunk and wandering. The doctor's diagnosis, lay off all the gin. It's got you falling faster, deeper down into disaster. The only cure is if you ask her. What do you do to me? I've been hanging on so long that now you're used to me. Baby, I'll let go the second that you fail to see. So don't expect me back that easily. What do you do to me? I've been hanging on so long that now you're used to me. Baby, I'll let go the second that you fail to see. So don't expect me back that easily. Baby, ain't it funny? Don't you think it's funny? Woohoo! There it is. There's my original. One more. We're going down. Okay.
All right, ready?
You all know the words to this at home, so sing along. Am I more than you bargained for yet? I've been dying to tell you anything you wanna hear, 'cause that's just who I am this week. Lie in the grass next to your mausoleum. It's a note in your bedpost and you're just a line in a song. Drop a heart and break a name. We're only sleeping in and we're sleeping for the wrong team. We're going down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded got complex, cock it and pull it. Down in an earlier round. Sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. A loaded got complex, cock it and pull it. Is this more than you bargained for yet? Oh, don't mind me, I'm watching you two from the closet, wishing to be the friction in his jeans. Isn't it messed up how I'm just dying to be him? Just a note in your bedpost and you're just a line in a song. Drop a heart break a name. We're only sleeping in and we're sleeping for the wrong team. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. I already got complex, tucking and pulling. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. I already got complex, tucking and pulling. Down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. I already got complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. I already got complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down. Going down, down. We're going down, down. I already got complex, cock it and pull it. We're going down, down in an earlier round. And sugar, we're going down swinging. I'll be a number one with a bullet. I already got complex, cock it and pull it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Fantastic. I want to again thank Dylan and Justin Barone, B3, the Barone Brothers Band. Woo! Fabulous job. And I just want to say, this show is for you, Jennifer. I'm sure you're really proud.
Tune in next week for the dating game. And go down to Bistro's, Ludlow's
Ludlow's
Bistros.
Bistro. I'll be at 89 North tonight. No excuses in Allison, Coverland. So come down 89 North and Patchogue. See you guys next week for the dating game. Thanks, guys. You rock. You rock.
Thanks, man. Awesome job, Justin. Awesome job.
Thank you guys so much for
Awesome
having us
job.
on.